Alright, you guys, so unfortunately I'll be ending this kind of recomposition phase about 2 weeks earlier than I would have liked. The main reason being that my strength and training in general started to become quite compromised to the point where I just am struggling for energy just to get through my workouts. In a phase where I'm trying to build muscle and strength and regather essentially what I lost during lockdown, was also obviously like dropping my body fat percentage and everything like that. Was probably a little bit too much to ask for all of the above, so I am really happy with the way that the past 2 months of training back at the gym have gone. My strength is looking a lot better than I thought it would in the short period of time that I've actually been training, and it's given me a solid foundation that I'm super keen to build upon going into 2022, where I will be going on a long bulking phase, a slow like a slow 5 to 6 month bulk, I would say, where I'm realistically just going to try and keep my body fat percentage as low as physically possible. Obviously things change. I will be just kind of keeping an eye on it as the months progress. I and then that's why we're still kind of unsure of like if I want to do it for 5 months or 6 months. It just realistically depends on how my body is looking over that course of time. So ideally I would like to be at the low 70s, maybe 71 kilos at the start of the bulking phase. And then I might even run like testosterone at the start, and then kind of see like how that goes as well. I definitely want to experiment with that going into next year. But yeah, there's just a lot of a lot of work to be done still. Really happy with the way that this cut in this deficit has gone. I dropped down to my lowest weigh-in of 67.5 kilograms, which is the lightest I've been in about 5 years, I would say. So yeah, back in 2016 when I was 20, how old was I? 20? 21? No, 20. Sorry. Yeah, so that's the lightest I've been since then. Looking a lot better, obviously, a lot more muscle mass and a lot more strength compared to when I was back then. You would think so after all of this time, but I definitely haven't taken my training that seriously, especially around 2018 and like the start of 2019. It definitely took a lot of dips and turns, and it wasn't really my focus at the time to just 100% commit to training. And then COVID hit in 2020, and obviously gyms were shut for a good 4 months, I think. And then that reignited my kind of passion for fitness, and then I essentially decided to train for a competition, my first competition last year, which went pretty well. And then gym shut again earlier this year for another, I think it was 4 months total. So the past 3 years I've missed a decent amount of training. So I'm keen to go into 2022 with just pretty much dedicating it as much of my time and efforts into my diet and nutrition and training, obviously. So this is how I am looking at the end of this recomposition phase. Well, I shouldn't say the recomposition phase, I should say the weight loss phase more specifically, because I am still gonna be kind of in the phase where I'm trying to build a little bit of strength and muscle mass. I just will no longer be losing weight just for the next like 2 weeks, I would say, and then after that I'm gonna be trying to maintain a certain body weight. How much it will be, like I said, it will probably be like around 70 kilos, 71 kilos. It realistically just depends like how I'm feeling mentally, because like I said before, I am struggling to get through a lot of workouts. And after canning pretty much all of the compound movements a few weeks ago, I thought that would help, and then it has obviously, but I do miss doing them, and as I do know how beneficial they are at increasing your strength and subsequently your muscle mass as well. So super keen to get back into my strength training and compound movements. And yeah, that's pretty much going to wrap up this deficit phase. So thank you so much for watching this video. Obviously this isn't the end, it's I barely scratched the surface, to be honest. And I can't wait to see how far I can push my body going into 2022. And then pretty much just building the biggest and best foundation that I possibly can for when I compete again in the start of a season like 2023. So thank you again so much, guys, for watching. If you have any ideas for content that you want to see me create in the future, let me know in the comments down below, and until then, guys, I'll see you in the next one.